Yo, what is up? Right now I'm getting ready to leave my house and I was told some of my pre-orders are in. So I'm gonna do a little bit on how I'm gonna get my figures today. So just check it out. So right now I'm outside the shop. I'm gonna take my stuff. So okay, this is one of the places where I get my stuff, and they called me today, and I'm here to collect my Kylo Ren, and fortunately my heavy gunner as well. So that is very nice. So say hi guys. Hi. 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 Right. These two gave me a call earlier this morning while I was half asleep, but I'm still half asleep. These are the stuff. Then where is the gunner? Gunner is right here. Alright, I'm gonna choose the lot and see how it goes. Right, can you see me? Okay. There's a couple of Kylo Ren batches, so I took one out from the mess. So hopefully there's nothing wrong with it. Hopefully my luck is guided by the Force, and I have my trusty penknife. So it's gonna be a slight unboxing because they allowed me to unbox within the shop. So nice. So let's do it. Wow, so fast. Thank you. Alright, here goes the penknife. Right, we're gonna start off with Kylo Ren. Okay, so here is the box. Hopefully everything is in frame. This is exciting. Exciting. Usually box conditions I'm not too concerned as long as the figure inside is fine. That's what matters the most. So this is the front cover of Kylo Ren's box. Love the smell of plastic every unboxing. Look forward to the smell of plastic. Every plastic counts. This is the back of the box. Very plain. Very plain. But Kylo Ren is very menacing. No matter how you pose him, he is badass. And he is not a pussy. Kylo Ren took a shot with the bow rifle and he still stood up and he still fought, even though he's bleeding. If you compare to all the stormtroopers, they were like flying after every shot. So Kylo Ren is a badass, even though he cries a lot, but it's okay. Alright, gonna put it one side. Right, this is the top cover. This is the box art. So badass, man. The color saturation. Whew. Red. Alright, we are gonna take this off. Okay, here we go. Alright, before we go to the main section, we will put this aside first, and we're gonna look into the back of the box where all the artists and the crew involved, but not really. There's mostly the address here and disclaimer and whatnot. So at the back of the box, they have this extra cardboard padding. Okay, that's about it. Nothing much going on at the back of the box. Let's put that aside. Alright, the main meat. This is very exciting. If you can't feel my feelings, that's your problem. Okay, here we go. Right, this is the top side of the clamshell. Alright, basic stuff here. This is his lightsaber, his cross blade lightsaber with the extra arm for... I'm not too sure why they actually did this where there's an extra arm so you can put the handle here. So usually Hot Toys are fine with, you know, extra handle and they can just attach to the hands, but I don't know why they actually went out to have an extra arm, which is very weird, but we'll see. And accessories. We are going to go with the accessories. First we're gonna this bulky stand, the standard 1/6 or 6 scale stand for Kylo Ren. You have the first order logo and adjustable crotch stand, and extra packs. Focus! Yeah, extra packs, you can see that. The batteries for the lightsaber, right? Guys, the battery for lightsaber, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's 3 batteries. You still can probably get it at any shop, but the size is really small, so you can need to ask the exact size. But this is for the, when you saw earlier the extra hand, this is where the batteries are gonna go. So you're gonna have a lightsaber kind of like effect. And in terms of extra hands, we have the fist. This is the left fist, right fist. Come on man, focus. Can't seem to focus right now, but this is the right fist, the open left palm. Alright, the open left palm here. Okay, focus. Right, fist, open left hand palm. A relaxed gripping right hand. Focus, right here, focus. Okay, and then the left open gripping hand. So in terms of extra hands, we have 5 batteries, and the standard stand and extra packs. So pretty much that's it for the accessories. And now the most exciting part is the figure itself. Kylo Ren! As you can see, there's a change of scenery. What happened was that earlier on, while in the midst of recording, there were more people who actually came by to the shop. So it got a little bit crowded, and the recording got a little bit detoured. But it wasn't really a bad thing, because as we were all collectors, we were like, talking about our collections and stuff. So it was kind of fun, but the recording hadn't ceased. And again, thanks to Imperial Studios for graciously letting me use their floor space, and it was like way too much floor space for me to do recording and stuff. It was like in a bit of a mess, but then again, they were graciously being really awesome to let me use the floor space. So anyway, so continuing on, last I stopped is that after I got Kylo Ren, the figure itself here, out of the box, that's where the recording stopped. So right now I'm moving on forward from that portion. I already got the accessories out of the way, the extra hands and extra arm and whatnot. In the midst of trying to figure out how all the accessories work, I mean, the simple ones are the extra hands. Those are no-brainer. But I can see that the figure here on the right hand has a zipper. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's around at the wrist here. Right now it's unzipped. I made it unzipped, so I'm gonna get into that soon. But the left hand, there's nothing going on. It's just a normal left hand. All I can say that this figure is freaking fantastic, because the moment I got the figure out from the box, I checked out all the articulation, and I was so enthralled by the amount of effort that Hot Toys put into Kylo Ren's figure, because it is not often that their figure has most of their figures have very tight articulation. That's a good thing, but it is tight to the point of like it's very difficult to have a proper pose. Going through the figure, I can see and really happy about that the most of the joints, the elbows, the knees are double jointed, so which is a good thing, so the elbow can extend and like pull back just enough in this manner. So just to prove the point is that you can see that. Now putting it on the side, this is how far back the elbow can go because of the double jointed elbows they incorporated in the design. So I don't know if you can actually see this. Hopefully my camera can do a proper zoom. So this is how the thing looks like. Okay, let's see if it can zoom. Alright, so basically this is the extra arm for reference, and this is double jointed. I really love how Hot Toys put the effort to do this. There are some figures who has done it like has that design before, but since I am so into the Star Wars line right now, I'm so happy they actually did it for Kylo Ren. Plus, there's not a lot of restrictions for the clothing, because right now this is not this is actually cloth. All this is cloth, and including we'll get to the lower part later. So for the arms, you can actually extend to that, and even to, if you can actually stretch it, but I don't want to like really stretch it up, but you can actually go way higher. So that's possible with the articulation done. Like I said, I was really happy on the design choices of the articulation put into Kylo Ren. So like there's tons of pose possibilities, I guess, you can do with Kylo Ren, and it's so awesome. This guy, there's not like super like a lot going on with this figure. It's kind of like basic in some sense, but with this basic design, it comes out a lot. Like basic is good, you know, for this figure right now, which is really nice. I'm so happy with this figure right now. Now I'm gonna go into, alright, before I go any further, alright, the joints that is available within this figure itself. Let me take out a hood. Right, even the hood itself is so awesome. There is joints in the neck here. You can rotate it. You can go really far back if you wanted to, which is nice. Okay, the other one is the shoulders, the joints here, the elbows, the wrist joints, which is connected by pegs. Alright, the lower half of the figure. Okay, there's not a lot of waist movement going on, because right now the waist can be moved provided if you take out the belt right here, which is Falx leather, but it's connected by Velcro, which is really awesome. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, and then the lower half of the figure, right, let's try to put this aside. And right, the pants, this pants is so awesome. Meaning, reason being is that it's one of those, I don't know what the name of the cloth is, but it's made of cloth, and this thing can last really long. It's the type of cloth where some of the wallets in the inner part of the wallets are made from, is the same one. And the knees are double jointed, which is if I will take out from the stand here, let's see how far the knee can go. Since it's double jointed, I'm very confident it can go really far. That's how far the knee can go. The last figure that had this sort of so-called ability, I guess it was the Man of Steel figure, where the knee can go as way back as this. But because the suit that the Man of Steel was held in had its restriction, but because this is cloth, you can go way back, way back, which is so awesome. Like, I don't know how many times I've used the word awesome, but because I'm so happy with this figure right now, because the articulation just blew my mind. And there are also articulation in the ankles here, but the good thing is that even though the boots are actually attached, you can actually take it out if you attempted to. Even though it's rubber, but it's not restricting, so you can actually go from side to side. You can feel joints, but you can't really do extreme angle poses, but you can actually adjust a little bit. And the good thing about that, you can actually do this in a sense where, can you see that? So the hips, there are joints in the hips, and there's no restriction. Again, it's because of the pants. You have way more range, which is so dope. Like alright, the stand is obviously makes it stable, but I'm confident that with enough patience, you can make this guy stand on his own, no problem. See, that's how amazing the articulation is. Right now everything is not super tight, but tight enough for Kylo Ren to stand on his own without the stand, which is making me really happy. There's so many good things to talk about this figure. Alright, let's now move on to the clothing. Okay, in terms of quality, yeah, in terms of quality, the clothing on this guy is wow, like freaking awesome. Like I don't know exactly what was the quality used in the movie itself, but the one that is used in this figure, the racks, super awesome. This is one of those materials which is gonna last for a long time. Like wow, even the hood. I mean, it's a bit tight because of the helmet, because it's a bit big, but the hood itself, once you put it on, like Kylo Ren is an instant badass. Like wow. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about the belt. Okay, out of everything that is on this figure, most of it, I would say it's like 90% of it is made of cloth. We're talking about only the clothing. Okay, from the entire garments to the inner clothings, everything is made of cloth. Alright, for the belt itself is Fox leather. Okay, the thing about Fox leather is that over time there will be visible breakages. Like it will happen to like all Hot Toy figures or any 1/6 or 6 scale figures which has this Fox leather. It will break over time, but it's gonna take a couple of years before it happens, or you have a very humid room, that would happen really fast. So the good thing about this design is that it's held by a velcro at the back. So in any time where you can find a seller that only sells the belt, if your belt breaks due to humidity or over time, you can actually just buy the belt and fix it on, and the figure is basically back to normal, because everything else here, it's made of cloth, so it's gonna last pretty much longer than the Fox leather, all of it. That is another reason why I like this figure way too much. And in terms of articulation, it just beats most of my Hot Toys collection to date, because yeah, I'm really appreciating the design choice for the articulation on this guy, because wow. I guess the only other figure, if I were to remember correctly, the one that can like articulate as much as I want, is Man of Steel, I guess. But there is also limits to how much I can push on that figure because of the suit. But for this guy, wow, like super wow. Now I'm gonna move on to the one of the best, I guess one of the best, there's a lot of best features on this figure right now, but one of it, which is this. Earlier on, I showed you that this is an extra arm, and there is a battery compartment here. I already installed a battery. There's those really tiny batteries, 3 of them, which you need to be fixed inside the arm. There's a screw here and there's a switch. If you can see it? Now, there's 2 lightsabers in this. Reason being, you give me a second, I will try my best to install the entire arm onto this. And there's a reason for the right hand having a zip. I'm gonna show you just in a minute. Alright, so a few attempts and I was successful, just so you know. Okay, I managed to, this is the one that was attached to the body before the switching of the arm. So this is the wrist connected by the peg. Okay, I got the stock hand out. Okay, this is the stock lightsaber that came with him. Okay, and these are the saber, or the light effects from the saber. Okay, right now, just to show you if you can see it. Okay, right now his wrist section is still unzipped. Okay, so you can still turn around. I managed to connect the entire arm, and again, good articulation. He can go way back. Okay, so now I'm gonna install the light effects. I guess the cons of this is that this is the only pair. If this thing were to be, if you were to lose this or you break this, I guess you either find new ones, or I don't know. I don't know any seller sells these extra parts. Not that I know of currently, but I'm sure there's gonna be some people who will do this along the line. So Anyways, I'm gonna try to fix this onto this. Okay, so the lightsaber is fixed. Right now I'm trying to put this epic pose. Okay, you can't see the light right now because it's not turned on. I already installed a battery in this, so I'm gonna off the light and see how this thing is gonna look like in the dark. Okay, right now you can't see anything because my entire room is dark, so I'm gonna light up this bad boy and see how things go. Alright, wish me luck. Okay, I found a switch. Oh, can you see that? This is what I'm talking about. Wow, look at this bad boy. Shit, man, is he badass or what, man? This is the figure to get. Holy shit, it turned out more epic than X. Oh my god, look at this guy. Oh shit. Oh my god, look at it. Look at this. Oh my god, this thing is so bright right now. Oh, the amount of options you can do if you're into toy photography, this guy is the shit. Alright, I'm gonna. Oh my god, it looks so dope at the camera right now. Oh my god, look at that. Ah! Alright, I'm gonna switch on my lights and see how this turns out. Okay, right now I already switched on my one of my lamps. So against direct light, obviously it's not bright here, but when you switch it off in a complete dark room, this guy stands out against everybody. Shit! I don't know, I'm sorry, this is one of those times where I unbox a figure and I'm so happy with the figure, and this is my emotions, pure emotions, unedited. This is so dope. I guess there is limitation to how far the lighted version of the wrist can move, because for the stock one you can actually do a entire 360. The wrist you can just like turn around and no issues, but I guess there is wiring going on here from the forearm to the wrist, so you can just basically, there's a limit to how much you can turn. I guess there's a wiring going on, so you can't really take out the hand. I'm sure there are curious people who will try to see whether they can actually release the from the forearm and the fist out. You can't really do that because there's wiring, because that's how the light needs to be connected. So that is why if you wanna like fix this arm permanently, that's fine. But if you like don't want to hassle, because there is a trick on how you can actually take out the arm, because of the zipper here, it is a bit tricky. You can't, once you zip out the from the wrist, you can't really just yank it out. You have to like slowly pull the sleeve up until probably the elbow. Probably that's the limit. So far I reached until the elbow section where I can just roll up the sleeve and then take out the arm. Slowly just have a good grip and pull it out, and the thing will eventually pop. Nothing, don't be scared about like breaking anything. It is meant, the design of this is meant to latch on to the peg. So have a good grip and pull it out. The tricky part is actually putting it in. So that is why it's important to unzip the zipper and try to like fold it back, the sleeve, fold back the sleeve, find where the hole is for the peg, secure it in, but don't push it in. You secure it into the latch where you can feel the elbow and the latch align together. That's where you put a little bit of force and click, and the arm will be in. That's how I did it. At first it took me a while to figure it out, but because the trick is you need to know how far your sleeve can roll back, and from there you can find the hole and see it, and then latch the arm in. So at first, because it's a new figure and these figures are not cheap, so it's a bit scary to try to, you know, fix things and the fear of breaking stuff. But overall, overall I am super happy with this figure. Like the accessories are not much in terms of extra hands, including these hands. It's like 2, 3, and how many? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 8 hands in total. So the earlier section already hopefully managed to get you see what sort of arms or hands he has. He has extra batteries and the stand. In terms of extra stuff, I think that's about it, and extra packs, and that's it. There's not a lot of figures going on. He is as basic as it gets, but for Kylo Ren, basic is all he needs. Saying so means that, look at him. If you're into toy photography, you just tilt his head to a certain angle, he's badass just like standing there. And as you can see from the earlier part where I showed you the lightsaber, that is hands down the most dopest scene you can have. Like in pitch black, this guy is freaking wicked. I managed to get this guy around like 260, 270. So I did a pre-order in this guy. He was like the first batch that I got, which like immediately when the PO was, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this guy because I knew Star Wars was gonna be huge, and it did. Yeah, I guess I am very lucky to get this figure on the first PO batch, and he's here. Look at it. I'm happy, and this guy is definitely money's worth. Like if you're a fan of Star Wars, and especially that you're a fan of the Force Awakens, you should get this guy. You're a fan of Star Wars in general and you're a collector, you should get this guy. For is it the money's worth to spend about like $200, like ranging between 250 to 270? Yes, he is. I feel that he is the money's worth, even though he doesn't come with a lot of accessories. But looking at this figure, and the articulation is way off the charts. From neck to shoulder to hips to knees to ankles, everything is so awesome. There's a lot of poses, pose options you can do with this guy, because there's like little to no restriction on the clothing, because most of it is made of cloth, and this guy can just pose as much as you want him to do. So that's value itself. The articulation makes a bulk of the value, in my opinion at least. What else? And the light feature, that is just icing on the cake, I guess. So yeah, if like even if you're not a Star Wars fan per se, this is still a good figure to be in your collection, because I just feel like if you're not a Star Wars fan, you will still like this figure, because this guy is so badass. Look at him, he's so menacing looking. Like, okay, plus okay, before I forget, there is a little bit of weathering going on in the helmet. Like it's not as compared to 3A, but there is effort going on for the helmet. And yeah, that's another point where this figure is dope, because the effort that put into this helmet, like, awesome. Yeah, I think that's my take on it. Like I mentioned earlier on the points, and I guess the cons of it, I suppose that, okay, maybe there's not a lot of accessories, and especially for the lightsaber, this is the only lightsaber effect that comes with this package. If you're gonna lose this, if you're gonna break this, you don't have any spare, and I don't think any sellers are selling the extra stuff yet. But other than that, so yeah, the batteries, I'm gonna take it out obviously, because word of advice, never keep batteries in your figures. They will leak out eventually, and then it will cause a lot of problems in the future. So after this, I'm gonna appreciate it for a while, and then I'm gonna take the battery out and store it. So yeah, this is pretty much the unboxing and eventual review of Kylo Ren from Hot Toys 6 scale or 1/6 scale figure. So this is the MMS 320. I hope I got that correct. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, this is pretty much the video. This is like the first section, because I got like 2 figures within the day, and the other one will be the second part, the continuation of this video. So check it out and stay tuned for that. So pretty much that's it I have for this video. I'm gonna try to edit it as fast as I can. So yeah, pretty much that's it. So I'm One from Cosmic Fury. Like, comment and subscribe. Cheers.